So let's start with the obvious. Fight Club, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Oceans 11 through 13. And yet, if you're a gin fan, Brad Pitt is only the second most famous person associated with the Gardner gin. The other name I'm talking about associated with this gin is Tom Nickel. And he started his career in 1973 working at the Cameron Bridge Distillery, working his way up to be master distiller for Tanqueray. You might have heard of it. And he came out of semi-retirement to partner with Brad Pitt on this gin. So the concept behind the gin was Brad Pitt wanted to tell a story about a place in a region that was important to him, the French Riviera, and therefore 3 of the signature botanicals in this gin come from that region, bitter and sweet orange, as well as grapefruit. However, this gin was not just, maybe the cliche of a celebrity coming in and dictating what to build. This was really a true partnership. Tom Nickel had this to say, and I quote, "In creating the Gardner, I realized a long-held dream, which was to create the ultimate London dry gin. So it was an incredibly rewarding collaboration from a personal viewpoint as well as a professional one." Okay, enough about the story. Let's get to some tasting notes. On the nose, classic and bold green juniper. You start to see a little bit of where Tom Nickel might have been going with that ultimate London dry vision here. However, there's a little bit more complexity beyond the juniper, right? More subtle, like lemon, grapefruit zest, and a hint of white pepper to round it out. Really nice, beautiful, and complex. So the flavor, really crisp juniper with a rich herbal impression of herbes de Provence. You're getting some notes of savory and oregano in here. For me, this really is where you start to see London dry gin interpreted through the lens of French cooking, right? It's not just herbs as well. You're getting some of these nice earthy licorice on the back of the palate right here. There's a lot of complexity. However, if you're a fan of classic style London dry gins, I think you're going to find a lot of things here that call to mind famous gin brands, maybe like Tanqueray even. The finish is quite pronounced and long, right? Smooth, soft, with a touch of warmth. It's not hot. It's very smooth and easy to drink. Savory herbs and earthy, rooty licorice hang at the back of the palate. So overall, the Gardner gin. Fans of herbal gins, going to find a lot to like here about this gin. Fans of the classic London dry juniper forward style, there's a little bit more, if you like herbals notes to go with that, I think you'll appreciate this. However, fans of classic London dry, you're going to find a lot of callbacks. It's not just that beautiful juniper on here, but like that rooty licorice reminds me of other gins, maybe like Tanqueray. Bartenders will find this easy to mix with. I think this is going to work exquisitely in a martini, especially a dirty martini, something, maybe even just a martini garnished with an olive, maybe a Gibson or something. I also really enjoyed it in Negroni. Don't be put off by the celebrity name associated with it, unless you're coming for Tom Nickel. In that case, this is an exemplary example of what he can do and why he was inducted into the Gin Guild Hall of Fame. So thank you. Appreciate it. Where this is kind of new. So you want more of this? I'm not even comfortable saying this. Hit the like button. Let me know what you'd like. Appreciate you tuning in and looking forward to covering more gins with y'all. Cheers.